play Defender blindly. You'll either become a god on the battlefield or a sitting duck with a shield. What's up guys, it's Dan Man. Hey, I want to let you guys know I put together a community Discord, so even if you're not in Asgard 09, come join, hang out. We do a bunch of deep dives all about the game. Everyone is welcome. We do have a couple really cool features. I ended up grabbing Meeseeks Premium, but the one main thing I'm really excited about is we added the translator bot, so you can talk in your language and the chats will automatically transfer and translate. They're all connected. If you don't see your language here, just let me know. I'm looking into adding some more channels and any other features you guys want to talk about. Just let me know, I can look into adding them. Come have some fun, you guys. So you think you know the Defender? Think again. Today I'm diving deep into every skill, every passive, the absolute best builds for PVE and PvP, the best stats that you should be aiming for, and at the end of this video, I'm gonna go over a power move that 99% of defenders miss. Starting us off with the Sword of Valor chain, this first skill does basic damage. Now the second skill, Blade of Valor, does slightly better damage. And then the third skill in the chain, Strike of Valor, deals the highest damage. Now next up we have Warrior's Battle Cry. This is going to be the buff chain. This first skill reduces all damage taken and increases your movement speed, where the next ability, Lion's Roar, increases your healing over time. Taunting Charge is going to be your initiate and CC chain. First skill is going to slow your enemies, deal some damage, and lay down the taunt, where the second skill in the chain deals some extra damage and reduces the enemy's attack speed as well as their dodge. Next up we have Slowing Shield, deals some damage, slows your enemies, and lays down the taunt. And moving on to the AoE taunt chain. This first skill we have Double Slash, laying down the taunt and smacking some damage. And the second skill in this chain is Perfect Defense. Smacks them with some damage and triggers a defense stance, which gives you shield block ×1 within 3 seconds. Now next we have Shield Strike. This stuns your enemy with a shield bash after a successful block. 100% chance to stun. This is on a short cooldown, but it depends on the trigger. Note that this requires a successful shield block in order to trigger. This is extremely rewarding for high reactive players. Stun and damage. Then we have Upward Strike, dealing some damage with a 50% chance to stun the target. Shielding Moment. This is your emergency defense tool. You want to use this preemptively versus burst phases or ambushes. This gives you your defense stance, shield block, and additionally it creates a shield for 10% of your max HP. Now Bulwark, epic AoE, and invincibility. This is game changing in PvP. Dodge AoEs, surprise ganks, or disengage tactics. Summons magical shields to strike surrounding enemies, and grants the invincibility to nearby allies in range, including yourself. This is the God Mode skill. Now this next one's fun. Chains of Protection. Pulls enemies towards the defender. AoE taunt and stun and bound, dealing a solid chunk of damage and giving you a nice buff of 10% melee damage reduction. Use this in group control as a defense buff. This is powerful in raids or mass PvP. And then lastly we have the Shield of Retribution, an AoE strike dealing massive damage, triggering a massive debuff, causing the enemies to have -15 attack and -10% PvP damage. This is your anti-DPS support nuke, massive debuff, and solid damage. This is great in both PvE and PvP. Must have skill on the Defender. Now it's time for the passives. Your first passive gives you max HP, second passive giving you some defense. Your next passive is Shield Block, which has a 15% chance on trigger, where this reduces all damage taken by 50%. This is a must-have passive for the Defender. It will be your #1 goal to get this passive. This is essential. Following that up, we have Master of Taunting. This increases your hate and additionally increases your debuff resistance. Then you're gonna get Enhanced Shield, decreasing your range damage taken, and then you're gonna get Natural Recovery. If your HP is not full, this increases your restore of HP over time. Godlike passive. Next up, you're going to get Impact Mitigation, increasing your boss damage taken reduction, and additionally increasing your impact resistance. And for your last passive, Resolute Mind, it's going to decrease melee damage taken in proportion to your lost HP. Beast passives all around, built for the Defender, built for the tank. Now let's build the best PvE build for the Defender. You want to be unkillable? This is the loadout. So bear in mind for PvE, you want to maximize aggro, mitigate damage, try to sustain your HP without a healer, and reduce downtime between defense phases. That being said, your first skill in rotation is going to be Taunting Charge. This is great for generating aggro, engaging the boss, applying a slow. Next, you want to follow that up with Shielding Moment. activating your 10% HP shield, preparing for that next hit. Then you're going to want to look to land your shield strike. Heavy hit, block, bash, gives you a stun. So now that you're stable, it's time to apply a debuff. Go in with Shield of Retribution to land that AoE hit, giving enemies negative attack. This is ideal for DPS burst phases. Upward Strike is going to be your next key in this combo. Keep boss locked or stunned in mechanic windows. And Bulwark. This is going to be your last piece to the puzzle. Use this to save your group or reset aggro during heavy phases. Coordinate this for max value. Now for PvE, these are the stats you're going to want to focus on specifically. Max HP, more shield value. Then we have defense, reducing damage coming in overall. Lastly, the key stat you need to be looking for, HP regen. Synergizes perfect with your passive healing. This will be your key to PvE. Now, PvP. Your objective, you want to focus on the DPS, the casters. Lock them down, chain CC, and peel for your backline. Sustain damage while disrupting fights. This is going to be your most optimal rotation. Taunting charge. Dash into key enemies, usually a backline caster or ranged DPS. This applies a taunt and slow, forcing them to turn and hit you. Sets up perfect for CC. That's when you lay down shielding moment, instantly activating your defense stance and gain a shield. Preps you to block the inevitable retaliation. Perfect timing to land shield strike. If you're attacked in the block stance, activate shield for a guaranteed stun. Use this to stop burst, combos, or high value casts like mage ultimates. By this point, you might start to lose aggro, so focus on using chains of protection, pulling the enemies towards you, stunning them, binding them, and taunting them. Keep in mind this also gives you 10% reduced melee damage taken. Use this when enemies are diving your team. The best follow-up there is Upward Strike. Use this between cooldowns to chain another 50% chance to stun. This is excellent for catching stragglers or locking down a second threat. And then lastly, your king skill, Bulwark, grants invincibility to you and your allies. Use this to reset aggro, peel back, or reinitiate. It's an added bonus that this does a massive AoE, damaging everyone around you. Lead with taunt, set up block, chain CC, rotate stuns, save Bulwark. Use your hook and taunt wisely. It's your game changer. So let's go over the best stats for PvP. Resist is going to be crucial. Resisting debuffs, specifically, where you can avoid getting stunned, knocked down, slowed. This will be crucial. Next major stat, max HP. Goes without saying. Follow that up with defense. Be the tank. This is going to be your whole key to success in PvP. So here's the hard truth. You will get bored if you play like a taunt bot. Stop thinking defender is easy mode. It's not. Here's how the top defenders dominate. They cycle aggro. They interrupt at the most perfect moment. They move like grandmasters in chess. That first 3v1 that you survive with 10% HP, that's when it hits you. You aren't just a tank, you're the anchor. If you want to carry with your brain and not just your fingers, Defender is for you. If you want to be the one that they count on when all else fails, pick Defender. That's all I got for you guys. If you aren't playing Odin yet, you can download the game from the link that I got in the description of this video. You should definitely come play. You'll find me on server 9. Do me a favor, throw this video a like and subscribe if you guys aren't already, so you can stay tuned for all my future videos. I appreciate you all. Stay blessed. I hope you guys have a great night. I'll see you on the next one.